outside is tapping on the glass, the kind of rhythm that has always matched my mood. It's been a few days now since I felt the sun, and I've been sitting here just trying to get through. Not the kind of sadness you can easily explain, not the kind that has a name or has a face. Just this steady, quiet weight inside my chest, like somebody turned the color down on everything. I haven't told a single person how I feel, because I wouldn't know exactly what to say. I'd probably just say fine and change the subject, and smile the smile I've gotten good at every day. But there's something in the rain makes me honest, something in the gray that strips the pretending bare. And so I sit here in the window with my coffee and talk to the only one who was already there. You already knew before I found the words. You already saw the weather in my chest. You've been reading what I couldn't bring myself to say, and loving me right through it without rest. It's been raining in my heart for a few days, and you already know the reason why. It's been raining in my heart, and I don't have to explain it or pretend, because you see me in the gray, you see me in the rain, and you're sitting here beside me till the sun comes back again. It's been raining in my heart, but I'm not alone in it. There's a kind of comfort in being fully known by the one who doesn't flinch at what he finds, who doesn't need me to be okay right now, who is patient with the weather in my mind. And so I let the rain outside keep raining, and I let the rain inside do what it needs. And I trust the one who made both kinds of weather to bring the clearing when it's time for clearing me. It's been raining in my heart for a few days, and you already know the reason why. It's been raining in my heart, and I don't have to explain it or pretend, because you see me in the gray, you see me in the rain, and you're sitting here beside me till the sun comes back again. It's been raining in my heart, but I'm not alone in it. He collects our tears in a bottle, Psalm 56 verse 8. Not one rainy day inside the heart goes unnoticed by His grace. He sees the weather we don't show to anyone. before it comes. It's been raining in my heart, and he already knew before I even knew myself. It's raining, Lord, you see it. It's raining, you know why. It's raining in my heart, but you are here. You are here.
I scroll through everyone else's highlight reels and wonder what I'm doing so wrong. They all seem to have the thing I'm reaching for, and I've been reaching for so long. I know that's not the full picture. I know that everyone has their own rain, but when you're sitting in your own particular storm, it's hard to remember that. Why is it always me that gets the hard road? Why is it always me that gets the long wait? I don't say that out loud because it sounds ungrateful, but I think it on the quiet days. I think it when the news is not the news I wanted, when the door that opened closed before I got through, when the plan I made so carefully fell apart again, and I had to start completely new. But then I remember what I know about the story, that the hardest roads have always led somewhere, that the ones who waited longest for the answer are the ones whose stories had the most to share. Why is it always me? That's the question I've been asking in the rain, but you have always been right here, through every single always that I've walked through. Not a single one was wasted, not a single one was random. Every always had your fingerprints, every hard road had your footprints too. It's not always me, you've always been here too. Joseph asked a version of this question from the bottom of a cistern and a cell, and the answer didn't come from many chapters, but the answer when it came was more than well. And I am in my own particular chapter that feels like it's the kind that has no end, but the author of the story sees the ending, and he walks the in-between parts as my friend. Why is it always me? That's the question I've been asking in the rain, but you have always been right here, through every single always that I've walked through. Not a Every always had your fingerprints. Every hard road had your footprints too. It's not always me. You've always been here too. Romans 8:28, all things work together for good, for those who love God, who are called according to His purpose. All things, even the always seasons, even the why me moments, all things work together for good. Not alone in the always, not alone in the why. You are here, you have always been here, not alone. Hey, don't be blue for too long now. The one who loves you sees the weight you carry. He hasn't forgotten where you are. He hasn't moved. He's closer than you think. The sparrow that falls outside your window was noticed by the same God who holds your name. And if He counts the feathers of a sparrow, how much more does He count the tears you cry in rain? I know the world can feel real loud, with everyone seeming to have it figured out, and you're just here trying to find your footing on a road that keeps twisting about. But the shepherd doesn't leave the one who wanders. He leaves the 99 to find that one. And the one who wanders in the gray rainy season is the very one He's coming after running. Don't be blue for longer than the rain lasts, and the rain always passes in its time. Don't be blue without the comfort that the one who made the rain is also sunshine. Don't be blue, He sees you in the gray. Don't be blue, He hasn't looked away. He knows your name, He knows your story, He knows the chapter you are in right now. Don't be blue, He's got you even when you can't feel how. Don't be blue. Matthew 6 says, consider the lilies, they don't stress about tomorrow or today, and yet the Father clothes them in such beauty, more than all the finest things on display. And you who are so much more than lilies, who He loved enough to die for on that day, don't be blue beyond the rain that's falling. The sun is on the other side of gray. Don't be blue, He sees you in the gray. Don't be blue, He hasn't looked away. He knows your name, He knows your story, He knows the chapter you are in right now. Don't be blue, He's got you even when you can't feel how. Don't be blue. Matthew 6:26, look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or store away in barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not much more valuable than
soluble. Don't be blue. Don't be blue. Don't be blue. He sees you. Don't be blue. He's here. Don't be blue. The sun is coming. Don't be blue. Some days are for doing, and some days are just for sitting with the rain, for letting the gray settle around you without trying to make it go away. I used to fight these kinds of days so hard. I used to fill the quiet with more noise, but I'm learning that the rainy sitting days are also holy in their own quiet poise. There's a stillness that the rain creates that the busy sunny days don't always bring. Slowness that invites a different kind of prayer, a quietness where I hear a different thing. In the sitting with the rain I find the presence, not the presence of the spectacular and bright, but the presence of the one who sits beside me in the gentle, unremarkable Saturday night. Be still and know that I am God. He said that on a stormy kind of day. Be still. He says it on the rainy ones today. Sitting with the rain, and you are sitting here with me, sitting with the rain. And somehow that is all I need. Not the answers, not the clearing, not the sunshine right away, just sitting with the rain, with the one who loves the gray, sitting with the rain, with you. Elijah sat under the broom tree, exhausted, and God didn't immediately fix the situation. He sent an angel with some bread and water and said, the journey is too great, just eat and rest. And that is what the rainy sitting days are, when God sends the bread and says, come rest a while. When the journey ahead requires more than you have, and the kindest thing is sitting for a while, sitting with the rain. And you are sitting here with me, sitting with the rain. And somehow that is all I need. Not the answers, not the clearing, not the sunshine right away, just sitting with the rain, the sitting days, in the rain days, in the days that have no name, be still. He is God. He is here in the sitting with the rain, sitting here with you in the rain, with you, just here, just you, sitting with the rain. Behind the clouds, the sun is still exactly where it was. The gray does not erase it, it just covers it a while. The warmth is still there, even when you cannot feel it on your face. The light is still there, even when you've not seen it in a while. And I have to keep reminding myself of this on the days when everything feels overcast, that the overcast is temporary by design, and the sun behind the clouds is built to last. I have a friend who told me on a hard day that feelings are like weather, not like facts, and the feeling of the endless gray of winter is not the same as the truth of where the sun is at. The sun is not gone, it's just not visible today. God is not gone, He's just quiet in this season. And the quiet is not absence, it is presence of a different kind that has its own good reason. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Psalm 30 says the sun came back every single morning. The sun is not gone, it's just behind the clouds today. The sun is not gone, it hasn't gone away. And on the other side of every gray season I have known, the sun came back the same as it had always been. The sun is not gone, he is not gone, he's just behind what I can see right now. But he is still there, the sun is not gone. And I hold this truth especially on the days when everything I touch seems etched in blue, when the motivation won't come and the joy won't come, and even the prayers feel like they don't get through. I hold it like a lifeline, I hold it like an anchor. The sun is not gone and neither is he, and the morning that I cannot see from here is already on its way to finding me. The sun is not gone, it's just behind The sun is not gone, it hasn't gone away. And on the other side of every gray season I have known, the sun came back the same as it had always been. The sun is not gone, he is not gone. He's just behind what I can see right now, but he is still there. The sun is not gone. Weeping may stay for the night, but rejoicing comes in the morning. The sun is not gone. Joy comes in the morning. Hold on through the gray. Morning is coming. The sun is not gone, not gone. Just behind the clouds, not gone. He is still there. The sun is not gone. Morning is coming.
Nobody told me that faith would have quiet days, days when nothing feels particularly spiritual, where the Bible feels like words on a page, and the prayer feels sort of ritual. You go through the motions because you said you would, but the electricity isn't running through, where the sky is just the sky and not a message, and you're not sure what you're supposed to do. I used to think the quiet days meant something was wrong, that I had lost the signal somehow. But I've been reading about the mystics and the desert fathers, and the quiet days are normal, they allowed. They said the consolations come and go like weather, that the soul has its own seasons, just like earth. And the quiet days are not the days of absence, they are just the days of a different kind of worth. He is there on the loud days when you feel him. He is there on the quiet days when you don't. The feelings change, but he remains the same. He doesn't leave on the days you feel he won't. Even on the quiet days he is here, even when the feeling isn't running clear, even when the prayer feels like it hits the ceiling, even on the days when I don't feel a thing. He is here, he is here, not in the feeling only, but in the fact. He is here, he is never one step back, even on the quiet, rainy, ordinary days. He is here. 1 Kings 19 says he exhausted, and God didn't show up in the earthquake or the flame. He came in the still small voice, the barely there whisper, and that is often how he comes, the quiet same. The quiet days are often the still small voice days, when the loud has run out and the silence is full, and you hear what you couldn't hear above the noise, the gentle hum of a love that will not pull. Even on the quiet days he is here, even when the feeling isn't running clear, even when the prayer feels like it hits the ceiling, even on the days when I don't feel a thing. He is here, he is here, not in the feeling only, but in the fact. He is here, he is never one step back, even on the quiet, rainy, ordinary days. He is here. I will never leave you, I will never forsake you, not on the loud days, not on the quiet days, not on the feeling days, not on the nothing days. I will never leave you, even on the quiet days. He is here, even on the quiet days. He is here, even here, even now. He is here. You thought no one saw the way you held it together in that room. You thought no one noticed the exact moment something broke inside of you. You put the smile back on so quickly that even you almost believed it was okay. But there is one who noticed the millisecond between the breaking and the smile you put away. You thought it was too small to mention to the God who runs the universe each day. You thought your particular small sadness was not important enough to take up space. But the God who names the individual stars, who counts the hairs on every human head, does not have a threshold for what's worth his attention. Every single thing about you has been read. He noticed when you almost didn't make it. He noticed what you said when no one heard. He noticed the exhaustion underneath the capable. He noticed before it turned into a word. He noticed. He always notices. He noticed the moment and the feeling and the weight. He noticed before you knew you needed to be noticed. He was already there before you could articulate.
always noticed you. Hagar in the wilderness felt unseen until the God who sees appeared to her, and she gave him a name, Elroy, the God who sees, the one who found her where she was. And I have been in my own wilderness of feeling unseen, in my own desert of wondering if it matters. And the same Elroy who found her in the wilderness has always been the one who sees my scattered. He noticed, he always notices. He noticed the moment and the feeling and the weight. He noticed before you knew you needed to be noticed. He was already there before you could articulate. He noticed you are not invisible to him. You never were. He noticed, he notices. He has always noticed you. Genesis 16:13. She gave this name to the Lord who spoke to her. You are the God who sees me, Elroy. The God who sees, he sees you. He has always seen you. He noticed, he noticed, he noticed. He sees you. He has always noticed you. Been in enough hard seasons to know that none of them lasted exactly forever. Even the ones that seemed like they would stay eventually gave way to different weather. Not always in the timing that I wanted, not always in the form I thought it'd take, but every single season I thought permanent eventually moved on and left in its wake something new, something I didn't know was coming, something that the previous season was preparing, something that required the rain and the winter before it could bloom in the clearing. And I look back at every finished storm and see the purpose I could not see inside it, and trust that the one I'm standing in right now has something in it too if I don't fight it. This too shall pass, they say, and it sounds like a platitude until you've watched enough seasons turn to know it's actually true and real. This rain will pass. It always does, it always has. This rain will pass, and something will bloom in its wake. This rain will pass, not today, maybe not tomorrow, but this rain will pass, and I will be still and wait, because I've seen the rain pass before, and I trust it will pass again. This rain
he says there is a time for everything. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time for rain and a time for sun to find you. A time for loss and a time to get it back. And I am in my time, and it will end in the way that all appointed times must end. And the God who designed the seasons of creation is the same God who designed the seasons of His friends. This rain will pass. It always does, it always has. This rain will pass, and something will bloom in its way. This rain will pass, not today, maybe not tomorrow, but this rain will pass. And I will be still and wait, because I've seen the rain pass before, and I trust it will pass again. This rain will pass. Ecclesiastes 3:1. There is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. This rain will pass. It is a season, not a sentence. This rain will pass. It will pass. It always has. This rain will pass. Something is coming after the rain. Something is blooming.
Somebody told you that you have to be okay, that faith means never having a hard day, that the Christian life looks like constant sunshine, and anything less means something's in the way. But that's not what I read in the Psalms, where David cried out from the depths he couldn't name. And that's not what I see in Gethsemane, where the Son of God sweat blood in pain. The whole emotional range of being human was never off limits to the man of God. The Psalms of lament are more than the Psalms of praise, and God included every one of them in the record, as if to say your sorrow has a place here. Your hard days are not a disqualification. Your inability to fake it doesn't mean you failed. It means you're honest, and that's a solid foundation. He doesn't need you to perform your okayness. He knows the difference between the real and the show. He's not impressed by your put-together version. He's already in love with the you that you don't show. You don't have to be okay today. Not for him, not with him, not right now. You don't have to have it figured out. You don't have to know exactly how. Just bring what you have, even if it's just the not okay. Just bring the rain inside and
Jesus wept at Lazarus' tomb. He knew what was about to happen, he knew the plan. And still he wept because the grief was real, and Jesus was fully and completely a man who felt the full weight of the human sorrow, who didn't skip past pain to get to the answer. And his example gives us all permission to feel the weight before we reach the after. You don't have to be okay today, not for him, not with him, not right now. You don't have to have it figured out, you don't have to know exactly how. Just bring what you have, even if it's just the not okay. Just bring the rain inside and let him sit with it. You don't have to be okay today. He loves you in the rain, he loves you in the not okay. John 11:35. Jesus wept, the shortest verse in scripture and one of the most important. He wept, he felt it, he didn't skip it, he wept. You have permission to not be okay today. He loves you in the not okay. Not okay today. That's okay. That's okay. He loves you here. Not okay today. He's sitting with it. He loves you in the rain. Cup in hand and rain on the window, and somewhere in between them I found you. Not in the grand and spectacular moment, just in the ordinary cup and view. This is how you find me most of the time, in the in-between places, not the stages. In the Tuesday afternoon by the window, in the quiet between the busy pages. I used to think I had to make an appointment to have a proper meeting with the Lord, get dressed and get my theology together, and show up with the right kind of reward. But you keep showing up in my coffee, in the steam that rises from the cup I hold, in the rain that taps its gentle rhythm on the glass, in the warmth of a day that's gone a little cold. Emmanuel means God with us, not just in the church, not just in the bright, but in the coffee and the rain and the Tuesday, and in the window seat on an ordinary night. Coffee and rain and God, this is what a holy moment looks like. Sometimes coffee and rain and God, the ordinary made sacred by his nearness. just sat down with my cup, and you were already here. Coffee and rain and God, the most ordinary holiness I've ever known. Brother Lawrence found God in the kitchen, washing dishes and peeling potatoes and such. And I find God in the window in the rainy afternoon, in the steam and the gray that I love so much. There is no ordinary moment to the one who made them. There is no secular space in his creation. Every coffee and every rain and every Tuesday is already holy if I pay attention. Coffee and rain and God, this is what a holy moment looks like. Sometimes coffee and rain and God, the ordinary made sacred by his nearness. I didn't plan a worship service, I just sat down with my cup, and you were already here. Coffee and rain and God, the most ordinary holiness I've ever known. Brother Lawrence wrote it well. Practice the presence of God in all things, in the kitchen, in the rainy afternoon, in the coffee cup, in the window, in the most unspectacular moment of your day. He is there. Coffee and rain and God, all three together in the ordinary. Just